This video is produced in partnership with CounterPlay Games. Welcome to Duelyst. The fast-paced, collectible card board game that's perfect for players that love short matches, limited queue times, deck building, and a fast-paced tactical plays environment. Or maybe you're just a fan of great story and lore. Either way, Duelyst has it all, and I'm going to give you guys an inside look today on how to set up your account, get through the basics of the game, and more. Before we begin, if you guys are interested in downloading the game and playing along, there is a link in the description to do so. Duelyst is available for both PC and Mac and will be expanding to mobile devices in the near future. I hope you guys are excited to experience the new game with me, and without any further ado, I present to you Duelyst. Yeah, what's good though? It's one and only Twit. How you guys doing? Welcome to a Duelyst video sponsored in part by CounterPlay Games. Check them out. The link is in the description. Today we're going to be going over Duelyst, a really fun, fast-paced collectible card game that is similar to maybe a Hearthstone with a nice story, lore, and everything like that. So a lot of cool things. We're going to walk you guys through how to get your account set up and through basically the tutorial of the game, and then we're going to hop on into some gameplay. I've actually played through the game before, so let's go ahead and get through this. So it says right here, welcome to Duelyst. Knowledge is power is the very first tutorial here. You see it takes about 2 minutes to summon your minions and defeat the enemy general. Now we're gonna go over, I'm gonna like kind of break down a little bit how this game is. If you guys do see the artwork in this game, the graphics in this game are phenomenal. They're like honestly some of the best graphics, some of my favorite graphics, period. I love it so much. Like that was one of the big drawing points for me for Duelyst, is I really enjoyed just the overall graphic, just everything just looks really good. It plays really well. It's available for PC and Mac, and they'll also be branching out into the mobile devices as well sometime in the near future. Let's go ahead and get into this. Knowledge is power. I'm gonna click start here. We're gonna walk you guys through how to play the game. If you guys are interested, you guys can go download the game and jump right on into it and get a kind of a feel and an understanding of the game. So you start on the left side of the field as player 1. If your health runs out, you lose. You see we have 10 health here, they have 10 health here as well. Deal enough damage to Caballero to win. Your unit can move up to 2 spaces. Now, as you guys will see, this is a 5x9 board here, which makes it a little bit different from other card games that you play at, like online card games that you play, but it's actually really cool. So as you see, my general here, we have Argion, or the Argion High Main is my general. Again, has 10 health right here. This red, or this 10 right here is the number. I believe that you start with 25. Like normally you would start with 25 health in a regular game, but this is the tutorial, so we're gonna show you how to get through this. But yeah, so here's their general. This is my general. You can see that we move up to up to 2 spaces in any direction that we want to move. But we're gonna move forward and get in range to attack. All you have to do is click on him and then drag the space to where you want to go. And again, like I said, it is a 5x9 grid that you're playing on, so it's a lot different from just other games, which makes it really cool for like tactics, for and that's one of the cool drawing points of the game. It's a very tactical game. While it is very much a card collecting game similar to Hearthstone, I'm gonna use Hearthstone as a springboard to explain some of like how the game works, because as you guys know, like a lot of people know more about Hearthstone than they would know about this game, and that's okay. This game is brand new, but it is definitely a good game. It's definitely a good game. Definitely a game I would say if you were interested in, even if you're just interested in the graphics, check it out, try it. So it is going to go ahead and be his turn. He is going to attack me. As you see here, this is my attack. The yellow on the card is my attack, and the red on the card is your health. And again, this is our health up here. Now we have 6. He as well has 6. When he attacks, if he attacks me from the front, I can also attack back. It's a counter attack, which is pretty cool. So you don't just get run over. Like, you can't just walk up and just kill everything and just not expect to get any damage or any repercussion. So it's pretty cool. All right, minions, join me. He says he is gonna go ahead and summon his golden brawler here. Again, you see it has 4 attack and 3 health. So each turn that you get, each turn you get a new mana crystal. And mana, and again, this is similar to Hearthstone, mana you use to summon your minions. As you see right here, the mana cost at the bottom is 3. So our general is screaming, "It's about time!" So now we can summon our Blood Shard Golem anywhere, well, not anywhere we want. As you guys can see, if we were to click this yellow area around him is where we can spawn our minion, or yeah, where we can summon our minion, excuse me. And this is the thing, this is really cool about this game. If my general was here, I would have a nice ring around this area. You can summon a minion at any other point around any other minion that you have on the field, and you can move them around the board, move them around tactically, and you are able to drop, like, you're able to summon minions tactically in different positions. And some have different abilities, which you guys will see. I don't want to spoil all the abilities for you, but some have different abilities that you guys will see when you get into the game for yourself. Like I said, I've played the game for a little while. I have played it. I've got quite a few hours logged in this game. I definitely enjoyed it. It has been a little while since I've played the game though, and yeah. So let's go ahead and drop our, excuse me, and summon. I keep saying drop. Let's go ahead and summon our Blood Shard Golem here. We're gonna summon it right in front of his Golden Brawler. Now, this is one of the things you have to pay attention to when it comes to Duelyst. When you summon a monster, or excuse me, when you summon a minion or anything like that, it cannot attack on the turn that you summon it. However, I can go ahead and move my general, which was already in, already in play, and you can also move your general on turn 1 when you do when you make when you start a new game or whatever. So we're gonna go ahead and attack the enemy general one more time here, and we're gonna get counterattacked as well, which is gonna bring us both down to 4 health. We are going to get a new card, which you do get a new card every single turn. And as you saw, he only had 3 HP, I only had 4 HP. I believe he had 4 attack, I had 4 attack. So we canceled each other out. That's basically like we parried each other pretty much. And now now both of our minions are gone. So Calibero says, "Taste these claws." So he's gonna try to run away. He's gonna summon a Silvermane minion right in, well, not really in my path. But the nice thing is we can go ahead and drop this Hailstone Golem right here, and we're gonna do that right now. So what we're gonna do is we can go ahead and attack this thing, get it out of the way. We're gonna take 1 damage from that, which is okay. And we're gonna go ahead and end our turn just like that. Like I said, each turn you get 1 card or 1 minion back in your hand. If you guys didn't know this is your hand, you can have up to 6 cards. So the challenge begins. Now we have to finish off Calibero. I think I said Caballero the first time. Calibero this turn. So how are we gonna do that? We're gonna go ahead and click start. Let's say we have 4 attack here. He has 4 attack left. The cool thing is you can move up and attack diagonally. And as you see, this minion here does not have, I guess what would be, in Hearthstone would be taunt. Is it taunt in this game? I can't remember if it's called taunt. It's something like that. You guys will see once you get into the game, and we'll have an actual match here in a little while, and you guys will also see that as well. But we're gonna go ahead and drop our Bright Moss Golem here as well. We don't really need to summon it right now, but we're going to anyway. We're gonna walk right up here. We're gonna click on our Hailstone Golem, and we are going to attack Calibero there for the win. That is gonna drop his HP to 0, and that is the win for us. So as you see, like, the graphics and everything for this game are literally phenomenal. I love them so much. I'm a huge fan of pixel art, and this game is like a perfect mix between like 2D gameplay with a little bit of 3D style, and it's card collecting, it's story, it's lore, it's similar to Hearthstone. It's great to play. This is a perfect game if you guys are League of Legends players. This is a perfect game to play while you're in the league, like in a League of Legends queue, or really in a queue for any other game that is similar to that. It's perfect game. It's a perfect game because the matches generally are pretty short, and you can just get in and get out just like that. The matches usually don't last more than, I would say, maybe 5 to 6 minutes. Sometimes you push a match like maybe 10 plus minutes, but that's when you get like the real high level play. But by the time you get real high level play, you're most likely going to be sitting and dedicating some time to play the game anyway. So we're going to go ahead and take on the second tutorial here. Ready Player 2, cast spells on the battlefield. So now we're going to learn about spell cards and some of the other cards that are in the deck. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and start this tutorial here. As you see, we have a whole ton of minions here, a whole ton of minions. Now this was the first turn. He did go ahead and move forward, but he didn't have a minion to play because he didn't have enough mana to play. So as you see, these three things right here are called mana springs. Now what happens with the mana spring is you basically, it allows you to get 1 extra mana. And again, this is similar to Hearthstone when you have I believe when you're second player, you get an extra mana crystal to do whatever you want with it. So we're gonna go ahead and walk forward towards the mana spring here, and we're gonna go ahead and end turn. Now, one cool thing that I don't actually think they tell you about just yet. Well, you know, I'm not gonna spoil it just yet. I'll let you guys find out for your own. I'll let you guys find out on your own. We're gonna go ahead and end our turn. He's gonna walk up to the mana crystal now that he has enough mana, and he is gonna go. He actually didn't take it. I thought he was gonna take it. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna occupy the mana spring. Now we can walk up to the mana spring, just walk right on top of it. That gives us 1 extra mana. So now we have 5 out of 4 mana for this turn. Now what we can do is we can go ahead and drop this Thorn Needler here, which would be a pretty good, you know, we're gonna go ahead and do that. We're gonna drop that right there, right behind him. And this is what I was gonna say, you can actually replace a minion or replace a card at any time during this game. So that's something that's really unique to, as far as I know, this is really unique to Duelyst. I don't think in any other card collecting game or any other battle game like this, you can like literally replace any card that you want. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna drag this right over here and we're gonna replace the minion just like that. Now we have a True Strike spell card, which the info of this card: deal 2 damage to a minion. A true strike spell. Perfect timing, exactly. Alright, so now what we're gonna do is this does 2 damage to a minion. We're gonna go ahead and kill off that minion right there and get rid of it. Cast that spell. That was gonna be our last mana crystal, and that's all we can do for this turn. Let's go ahead and end the turn now. As you see, we have a lot of minions, a lot of dope ass looking minions in this game. Next up, the challenge begins. Now we have to finish him off in 1 turn. So how are we gonna finish him off in 1 turn? Now we could just walk up, but we want to do something a little fancy. I'm gonna go ahead and replace this. Well, we can't play either of those, which is fine. So what we're gonna go ahead and do is we're gonna walk up. We're going to attack him with this, and then we are gonna walk forward. And we are going to attack him for that, and we're going to finish him off just like that. And now we've won the game. And of course, the nice thing about this game is once you even get through all of the basic tutorials, they have continued tutorials and like a little bit more advanced tutorials, which is really cool, that kind of honestly really help you out with the game. And if it's something that you guys would like me to maybe walk you through in the future, let me know, or maybe make some type of video on how to defeat a lot of these things. You guys let me know. But it's really good. I'll tell you this, I've done all of the tutorials. I've completed the entire tutorial thing, and it definitely helps you out. It's one of the few tutorials for any game that I've ever played that legitimately like does help you, even if you move past, like even moving through the game. It legitimately does help you, so it's pretty cool. So next up, learn the power of artifacts. Let's go ahead and do this. We are going to choose a starting hand. Now this is, again, we haven't seen this just yet. This is just like Hearthstone, just like pretty much any other game. Well, almost, well, some games. I don't know how many other games like this, because the only other game similar to this that I play would be Hearthstone. But we are going to go ahead and swap out a couple of, or excuse me, swap out 1 card that we don't want. As you see, this is a really high mana cost card here, so we're gonna go ahead and get rid of that. We can get rid of up to 2. Let's see, we're gonna get rid of another high mana cost one right there, 7 and a 6. Oh, okay, I guess we could only replace that one. That's fine. That's fine. I thought we could replace 2. That's not a big deal. All right, so the cool thing is now we have Sunstone Bracers, which is an artifact for your general. Now, artifacts are a little bit different from spells because artifacts actually directly affect your general. And as you see, this artifact gives our general +1 attack, and it also costs no mana. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and throw that on him, and we're going to throw the other one on him as well. Is it going to let me do that as well? We're gonna throw the other one on him as well. I guess I can't. I guess the tutorial is not gonna let me do that just yet. All right, we're gonna move forward, and then I would like to drop it on him. Okay, I guess it's not gonna let me do that. That's fine though. Generally, you would go ahead and throw the. Personally, I would go ahead and throw it on there. And as you guys see, artifacts have 3 durability. So there's a little section right here he attacked me and I lost 1 durability for the for the artifact. Now that can be taken all away in 1. Which is a little scary and a little frustrating at times, but it's not the end of the world. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and drop 1 more Sunstone Bracer on him, and then now we have 4 attack. We have +2 and +2, gives us an extra 4 attack, which is pretty nice. Now the question is it going to let me replace? It is not going to let me replace. So we're just gonna go ahead and attack. And the thing is this does count as well. So when you take damage, even on the counter attack, you do still lose durability for your artifacts. But the nice thing is that when the artifact finally does break, you still get that boosted damage before it is actually gone. So now we're gonna have 1 bracer left. Defeat the Draugr Lord in 1 turn. Let's see, he's got 4 HP right now. We have +3 attack because we still have 1 bracer. We have another bracer conveniently given to us by the tutorial. So we're gonna go ahead and drop that in 1 more time, and then we're going to attack, and that is going to give us the win over over our opponents. That's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. So moving on. The Lionheart Kingdoms faction has been unlocked. As you guys see, we got a whole bunch of cards. We get the Lionheart Kingdoms, the Lionheart basic deck essentially, and then we have we get a free orb right here for winning 1 practice game. So we're gonna go ahead and click got it, and then we're gonna play a practice game here. Let's go ahead and hop right into it. We're gonna choose our Lionheart deck here, and we have to choose an opponent. We're gonna choose it says it's recommended, so we're gonna go Magmar. We're gonna go Lionheart versus Magmar. And tell me this doesn't look great. The game looks amazing. So we're gonna go ahead and replace up to 2 cards. It's called Provoke. I was talking about this earlier. Something that is similar to Hearthstone, which would be Taunt, is basically the same thing. It's called Provoke in this game. And I was like, I know it's not called Taunt in this game, but it's definitely called Provoke. So Provoke basically prevents you from attacking anything other than that minion, the Provoke minion, which is basically the same thing as Taunt in Hearthstone, where if you drop a card and it has Taunt, they can only attack that card until it's dead. They can't move. And the nice thing about, well, it's like a nice thing. It's a catch-20, or like, what is that, a 2020, whatever it is. It's nice, but the catch to it is that you have to attack that minion. You're not, if you are in range of 1 space of that minion in any particular, in forward, diagonal, behind him, whatever, you can't move either. So it definitely can get really interesting. So we're gonna go ahead and swap out some minions here. We're gonna swap that high level minion, and we're gonna swap out this one as well. I'm gonna keep our Provoke minion so I can show you guys what I'm talking about here. So it is gonna be his turn first. He's gonna say good luck, have fun. We're gonna say we're gonna give him a haha, and then we're gonna give him a good luck, have fun as well. Alright, so he's going to move forward 1 space. He's going to drop down his minion, which is going to be Phalanxnar. As you see, this is a 2-mana minion. But the crazy thing is that it has 6 attack. But as you see, it only has 1 health. Now, there are some pretty tactical things you can do with stuff like this. We're going to go ahead and move our general forward here. Let's take a look at our minions. We have Rush, which is the same thing as, what is the Hearthstone equivalent to Rush? Basically, you can attack on the first turn that you lay this down. I can't actually remember what it's called in Hearthstone, but it really doesn't matter. What we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and drop this down. Actually, do we want to drop that down? Let's actually do this instead. Let's swap this out. Let's replace that. We have a Provoke minion here. Okay, so I'm thinking we could drop, we're going to drop the Rush minion down here. That's going to give us 1 extra crystal. And we're going to walk up. And I believe, you know what? We want to take this thing out for sure. So I'm going to walk over here, and I'm going to take this thing down. As you see, both minions are lost there, but that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. Like I said, he had 6 attack, which there was no way we were going to get around the 6 attack. He had 6 attack, but he only had 1 health. So it was good for us. It was good for us. Now, we're going to wait for him to choose his move. He looks like he's going to move forward here. Indeed, he is. He's probably going to drop maybe a Rush minion of his own, or maybe a Provoke minion. Nope, just a Komodo Charger, which is fine. The other thing is, if you drop a Provoke minion in front of a general or around a general, again, if it's 1 space, if this is a Provoke minion, if it's 1 space this way, this way, this way, this way, this way, or this way, or over here, everything around that minion is provoked, it's pretty ridiculous. So that's what I'm thinking I might do. I'm going to go ahead and swap this out, see what else we can get here. We are going to get a War Surge, which gives all friendly minions +1 attack and +1 HP. So We only have 4 mana. What I think I might do is I think we're gonna walk right up here. We're gonna walk up here, and we are going to drop the provoke minion on there, I believe. Is that what I want to do? Or maybe, you know what, actually, let's try this. So we have a Zeal minion here as well. Zeal gains +2 attack, and it's basically I gain +2 attack anytime I'm near my general. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drop a Zeal minion there. I'm going to also drop my other minions. Since I still have 2 mana, I'm gonna drop the other one right there. And you see they both have +4 attack, or excuse me, well, an extra 2 attack now. It was 2 + 2 gives it 4, which is pretty nice. I'm gonna go ahead and attack his general. Or I'm going to attack the opponent there. I'm going to end my turn just like that. The cool thing about this is if he happens to leap, actually there's nothing he can do about these right now unless he's got a spell that can kill me. There's not anything he can do about this right now. If he attacks this, he's going to take 4 damage. He can walk the Komodo up and he can attack this and then finish it off with his general, but he's still going to take 4 damage. He's just going to straight up attack me, which is alright. I'm going to get the counter attack and we're looking good. Another Komodo charger for him, which is fine, and he's actually going to end his turn. I expected him to attack with that, but it's actually not that big of a deal. Now what we're going to do is this minion here has flying. Now flying, as you guys can see the description of that, can move anywhere on the battlefield. Now, like how I was saying in the beginning of this video, you can only move 2 spaces. Well, a flying minion can literally move from here all the way across here, do anything he wants. Flying minions are pretty cool, but sometimes they generally aren't too strong. They tend to have some decent HP, but they are not usually too terribly strong. There are definitely higher tier flying minions that do some damage, and they definitely fly. They put in some work. They honestly do. But what we're gonna do now is we have 5 mana. And I'm debating whether or not I want to do this. I'm thinking that we might move this minion. I don't know if that's still gonna be. I don't think I still get Zeal from that. So what I'm gonna do instead is we are going to drop the War Surge spell here. I'm going to drop the War Surge spell. That's going to give us, so that's going to be a total of 10 attack plus the 2 that we get from here. We can actually still summon this thing as well, which we are going to go ahead and do. I'm going to drop that right there. I'm going to attack with this. I'm going to attack with this. Is it going to let me attack? There we go. And I don't think we're going to keep the Zeal. We do not keep the Zeal, but that's okay. That's okay. We still have enough HP even if he wants to attack, and we're good to go. As you see right here, we got another, we got a Necroseer. Now, Dying Wish equals draw a card. That's basically anytime a Dying Wish minion, if it gets killed, if it gets destroyed by a spell or anything, if it dies, we draw a card, which is pretty cool. So it's going, he went ahead and dropped, let me look at the battle log here, which is the cards here. He went ahead and dropped a, where is it at? Where is it at? I guess I can't click that card because it's right behind it. Alright, so he went ahead and, I don't remember what card, I can't remember the name of that card, but it basically did 3 damage to a bunch of minions. I don't think it was at I don't know if it was a random or not, but it did damage and it hurt. So we have 2 provoke minions here. I'm gonna go ahead and swap out one of them, and we get ourselves a Blood Shard Golem. And not the best thing for us, but you know what? We're gonna go ahead and drop a, what is this thing called? The Necroseer. We're gonna drop a Necroseer right in his face here, and we're gonna go ahead and start attacking some more. We're gonna lose our minion there, but that is quite alright because now he is in range of a kill, which is really, really nice. So let's go ahead and see what he's gonna do here. Let's see. He's going to go ahead and run away. Luckily, though, he's still in the range for this attack. He's definitely still in the range for that as well. He's going to summon his Storm Metal Golem. Luckily, that then does not have Provoke, and we should be able to pick up a win here. I'm going to swap out one of these just to see what we get, and we do get another Necroseer, which is fine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk right up here. I'm going to walk this guy right up here as well. And just because I'm going to drop the Provoke minion, just so you guys can see. As you see, now normally if I were to end my turn right here, he would not be able to do anything. He would be provoked this way, he would be provoked this way. He couldn't attack me here, and he wouldn't be able to attack me here. He also would not be able to move, which is pretty cool. Again, provoke minions are really nice. Generally, provoke minions don't have a lot of attack. Some provoke minions, of course, they can have a lot of attack, but normally they don't have a bunch of attack because they are literally there to eat up hits, and they have a lot of HP. They're there to just absorb hits. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and drop our Bloodstone Golem here, or excuse me, Blood Shard Golem, just to get all our minions out. We're going to attack that is going to be the game. Just like that, we get a well played from our opponent, and it's pretty cool, man. It's pretty cool. So now we hit level 2, and we're going to go ahead and continue. There is our divine spell. We actually get 3 divine spells as the Lionar Kingdom's reward, and that's how you complete the starter decks for the for all of the factions, whether it be Lionar, Magmar, or any of the other ones, Vitruvian or anything like that. All you have to do is just level them up. You have to play with the decks, and that's how you unlock cards. Quest is complete. Win 1 practice game. So now we have ourselves a free Spirit Orb, and we've also unlocked the Magmar Aspects faction. And again, if you guys like Magmar, which is kind of like he's sort of just a straight bruiser, just like he just goes in generally and just attacks. He's got a lot of high damage minions, high damage, generally low cost minions. They just do a lot of damage. They're definitely an issue, but sometimes you have to play around it. Sometimes they literally just charge your face, and it's just like, all right. But anyway, so now we have another daily quest here, which is win 2 practice games for 100 gold. And if you guys don't know, now we have Spirit Orbs. Spirit Orbs are basically packs that you get. You get free cards. You get all kinds of, well, not free cards, but like you buy Spirit Orbs if you guys want to go do that. And we're going to go ahead and redeem our Spirit Orb right here. So as you see, here's our Spirit Orb right here. We're going to drop it right in the center and see what cards we get. We are going to get some nice stuff, Alright, so we've got ourselves a Breath of the Unborn, which deals 2 damage to all enemy minions, restore all friendly minions to full health, and that is for the Abyssian faction. So, as you see, there are neutral cards that you can get. Here's 2 neutral cards. So we have 3 Abyssian cards and 2 neutrals. Obviously, we cannot use the Abyssian cards in our Lionar deck, or in our Magmar deck, or any other factions deck, but we can use it if we're building an Abyssian custom deck, which is pretty cool, and that's pretty nice. Now the neutral cards, it's pretty standard. You can use them in any deck you like. It doesn't matter what deck. Not all neutral minions will fit in every deck correctly because of the different abilities and the different ways and the playstyles that you play the decks and everything, but that is the general basis. The neutral cards will be good for any deck depending on how you use them, and of course you have the faction specific cards right here. But we have a Bone Reaper Provoke minion with 2 attack and 9 HP. At the end of your turn, deal 2 damage to all nearby enemy minions. That is pretty ridiculous. That can come in pretty clutch pretty often, I'm not gonna lie, because it has 9 HP, which is pretty ridiculous. And all you have to do is just end the turn. You get 2 damage across any minion that's anywhere near the Provoke minion. And seeing as the Provoke minion keeps all the other minions stuck in one place, and even the general stuck in one place, it's really nice to have. Just kind of lock down your opponent. It's pretty nice. Next up, we have the Blue Tip Scorpion. Deals double damage to minions. So instead of it dealing just 3 damage, it would deal 6 damage, which is really nice. But again, it only has 1 HP, which is one of the situations we ran into in the last match where he summoned a really high damage golem, but it only had 1 HP. So I mean, it's just like you get in and then get out type of thing. Next up, we have a Darkspawn Elemental minion here, Opening Gambit, which is basically just the opening, like when you summon the card, you get this effect. Gains +2 attack and +2 HP for each of your Shadow Creep minions, or excuse me, each Shadow Creep you own, and that's of course just a part of another deck, the Abyssian deck here. And then we have an Abyssal Juggernaut. Well, look at the Abyssal Juggernaut, that just looks cool. Then we have a 3/6 Abyssal Juggernaut here. Whenever this minion destroys an enemy minion, turn that space into a Shadow Creep. Now again, if you go in with the Abyssal Juggernaut, you start dealing damage to things, then you have a Darkspawn Elemental. You summon that once you've taken out a couple of minions with the Abyssal Juggernaut. Now you have Shadow Creeps. You summon the Darkspawn Elemental minion, and then you get +2 attack and +2 health for every Shadow Creep that's on the field that you've created with your Abyssal Juggernaut. So it's pretty cool. It's quite a tactical game. I'm definitely a fan of not even just the gameplay itself, but also the just the overall graphic. Everything looks good. It runs great. Even on the lower tier computers, it still runs pretty well, which is pretty cool. It even runs on a Mac, and they, like I said earlier, they will be branching out to mobile games in the near future. So if you guys are interested in playing Duelyst, the link will be in the description down below. Feel free to add me. My IGN is hi, I'm Twit, no spaces. And with that, I will catch you guys in the next one. Let me know if you guys enjoyed things like this, and shout out again to CounterPlay Games for sponsoring this video. But with that being said, I'll catch you guys all in the next one. As always, it has been Twit, and I'm out.